In today's video, I want to teach you a secret method that helps you discover reversal points of the market. First of all, we need Heikin Oshi chart. So here we set the chart type on Heikin Oshi. After that, we need to add two Keltner channels to our chart. We add this one, which is a built-in indicator on TradingView platform. And then we need to change the settings of these Keltner channels. So we go to the settings of the first Keltner channel, and then here for the length we set it at 50, and for the multiplier we set it at 3.75. This is done, and we go to the settings of the second Keltner channel, and similarly for the length we set it at 50, but for multiplier we set it at 2.75. And then we go to the style tab and we change all these colors to red. Alright, this is also done, and now we need to add volume indicator. So here we click on indicators and we search volume. We add this one, the simple volume indicator, and we need to go to the settings of this volume indicator, and here in the style tab we add volume moving average, and let's change the color to yellow so it will be more clear on our chart. Alright, the setup is ready, and let me explain how it's used for identifying reversals. This is useful for scalping and day trading in short time frames because we're gonna take advantage of extreme levels and the sudden increased volatility that is developing in the opposite direction. When the price reaches to blue Keltner channel or goes beyond that, this is a very extreme level, and in this case this is an extreme oversold. We want the price past the Keltner channel, and the closing price of the candle should be at least near to blue Keltner channel. It shouldn't be far from blue Keltner channel. If the closing price of the candle is on the channel or beyond that, it's a better signal. So for example, this is not accepted here since the price didn't pass the blue channel, and even it was the case the closing price is far from the blue channel. We want it to be near, like here. So the first condition is that the price must pass the blue channel, and the closing price of the candle should be near to this blue line. As I said, the more closer or goes beyond that, the better is the signal. Then in the next step we wait for the first green candle that is closed above the red Keltner channel, and for this candle that is closed above the red line, the volume should be above the average. If the volume is below the average, the signal is rejected because it shows weak interest in the market. So for the first green candle closed above the red line, we want above the average volume. When we have all these conditions, we have high probability of reversal and having the price going to the opposite band. This was an upside reversal setup, and for downside reversal setup, similarly we wait for the times that the price passes this blue line and closing price of the candle is near the blue Keltner channel. The more closer the closing price is to blue line or goes beyond that, the better is the signal. Then we wait for the first red candle that is closed below the red Keltner channel, and for this candle the volume should be above the average. When we have all these conditions, we have high probability of downside reversal. Let me move forward to show you some more examples. No setup around here, and we have our setup formed here. As you can see, we have the price past the blue channel and the closing price is on the line, and then for the first red candle that is closed below the red line, the volume for this candle is above the average, and this setup shows that we have high probability of downside reversal. Alright, now let me explain some important points here. In this part, you can see that the price and candle is closed below the blue line, but we didn't get any candle closed above the red Keltner channel. And for these late candles that are closed above the red line, the volume is below the average, as you can see. When we have the price in this zone for a long time, this shows we have high selling pressure, and even if we get a candle closed above the red line that has above the average volume, it's better to ignore the signal if the situation is like this, because as I said, when the price stays for a long time here in this zone, it shows that we have high selling pressure. Here in this part, you can see that again we have the same situation, and similarly for these candles, the volume is below the average. Let's move on the chart. We don't have our setup anymore up to this time where the price crossed below the blue channel and the candle is also closed below the blue channel. We have 3 consecutive candles in this situation, and we wait for the first green candle that is closed above the red line, which happened here with above the average volume. The price didn't stay long in this zone, so this shows that we have enough buying pressure for a reversal. So in the ideal situation, like this example or our previous 2 examples, we don't want the price stays long in this zone. After having the first conditions, which is having the price crossed above the blue channel and having the candle close near the blue channel or on blue channel or above that, we want to see that the price quickly turn back and closes below the red line. This is the ideal situation situation we're looking for, not the ones that the price stays in this zone for a long time, which shows high pressure in that direction. And please pay attention that the best use case of this method is to combine it with divergences. For example, if RSI shows a bearish divergence here, and then when we get the setup, it would be a high probability trade to catch the increased volatility that is developing in the form of a reversal. To decrease your risk as much as possible, it's better to use this setup in conjunction with other reversal signals like the RSI divergence that I just mentioned, so you will have higher probability of achieving the expected result. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and leave a comment for me. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications of my new videos. See you guys in next video and good luck with your trading.